So you get that job offer, you're super excited, but don't do this one thing, which is to just take it. Instead, always, always negotiate. No matter what people tell you, you don't get what you never negotiate. So here are 5 tips that can set you up for success so that you can get a much higher starting salary and put your career on a much faster trajectory. Number 1 is always do your research. You can go on sites like Glassdoor or PayScale to understand the band that's reasonable for your industry and your position, and always shoot for the higher end. Number 2 is when they call you and they give you the offer, just listen, be entirely poker faced if you're in person, and don't say a word. Just hear everything that they have to say, take down copious notes so that you know all the possible levers. And the third thing is don't act right away. In fact, what you should ask for is 24 hours for you to review the offer and get back to them. Because if they really want you, they should be willing to wait 24 hours. But if they put an exploding offer out there that requires you to actually inform them right in this second in this live call, it's a red flag. It means that they're desperate. It means that they're trying to do these low ball negotiation tactics, and that's not where you want to work. Then the fourth thing is, as you're doing your evaluation, you have the time. Think about all the possible levers that you could pull, starting with your base salary and your bonus, and then using the other levers like your vacation days, your relocation expenses, possibly even your childcare support, whatever other benefits they throw at you. Maybe it's equity based. Make sure that you have those levers back of pocket. But you want to start by negotiating the cash compensation. And so when you go back in there, when you had that conversation, it's always helpful to say, well, I really appreciate the offer based off my research and the value that I expect to bring to your organization based off the value that I've brought to my previous organizations. I believe that my salary should be X number, and I want that number to be specific. It ideally is not just a number like 85,000. It ideally is a number like 85,550, because the more exact you are, the more that your hiring manager or that the recruiter thinks, oh, wow, they actually did the research. And you can actually get to a precise number by asking a close friend, ideally in the industry, for them to share that with you. Or you can get a range that's close based off the research that you do. Either way, you want to put out a specific number. And when you do this, it may catch them off guard, but they're more likely to come to that number. And if they don't, then you can start asking about other levers that you can play with, saying, I would love to work for your company. I think that would be a great fit. But at the current compensation level that it's at, it's making it really difficult for me to justify the transition from my current place to this one. So what can we do to bridge the gap? When you leave it open-ended, you make it collaborative. You make it collaborative so that they are willing to find the right levers to pull so that they can bring you on the team and you both can be happy. Versus if you just go in with one particular thing in mind and say, can you move this up and down? They will be too myopic in their thinking. They will just think, oh no, it's not possible. And then you hit a dead end. Leave it open-ended and see what they say.